Aloha from the Ozarks, folks. I got this 12 by 40 garden shed they just brought to me on my lot. I wanted to show it off to you. It's got some 3x3 windows on it, just a square window instead of our standard 2x3. It's got a standard walk-in door, 36 by 80, 9 light for the 9 little windows. Let's go on inside. 2 more windows on the back wall, also 3x3s. This is 12 by 40, and that's measured on the outside eaves of the building. This is from our Essential series, which means we use LP Smart siding, that's an aspen wood, and we use LP Smart flooring, also aspen wood with a covering, a durable covering on the top. Standard on our walls, 2x4s. They're premium grade and they're pressure treated, and they are 16 inches on center, 16 inches apart. We double stud them every 4 feet, or every third wall stud is a double stud. Okay, we do that all the way across the entire walls of the building. Single 2x4 at the base of the walls, double 2x4 at the wall caps or the wall headers, and that gives us a very strong and sturdy base to anchor our roof trusses using these little metal hurricane screws. Those metal hurricane screws are rated for over 800 pounds of tensile strength, and that's what we use to attach our roof trusses, and that's part of the reason we offer a 150 mile an hour wind gust engineered certification on these buildings, and it's partly because of how we anchor our roof trusses to the tops of our walls. Also in the walls, our door frames and window frames are going to be double reinforced at a minimum, and depending on where they fall on the building, they can get triple or even quadruple across there. And what does that mean? It means your door frame is going to stay square with the building. Your window frame is going to stay square with the building. Once the building is delivered to your site and leveled, those doors and windows are going to open and shut freely like they're supposed to do. Right? Other companies don't necessarily double reinforce or triple or quadruple reinforce their frames. So there's flex in the building when it travels, when it's brought to your site. And once the building's level, if they haven't reinforced those frames, doors and windows aren't going to open freely like they're supposed to. But we keep our frames super strong, so they're reinforced, so they stay square with the building, so that once it's leveled, it's going to work like it's supposed to, open and shut freely like it's supposed to. Okay, that's something you should check out and keep in mind when you're shopping around for a portable building. All right, so that's about the walls. Let's talk about at the tops of the walls and the roofs. At the top of our walls, you cannot see it from here, but I'm aiming the camera that way. We have a soffit vent system that runs the entire side wall of the building, on that side and on this side. There's a soffit vent. You can see a little bit of light peeking up through there. That's because we have holes that go through here through the soffit vent to allow air to flow up and into the building and then go out our screened in roof ridge vent. That's the entire peak of the roof. It's screened in to keep out bugs and debris, but it works in conjunction with our soffit vents on the side, so air comes up and then goes out, and that moves a whole lot of cubic feet of air, which gets humidity out of the building and helps reduce the temperatures. And because it helps get that humidity out, it helps keep your stuff inside the building less humid, less prone to getting mold and mildew build up inside of here, because we move a lot more air. All the other companies, they don't do a soffit vent. We have a patent on that, so Graceland's got a patented exclusive soffit vent system on their sidewalls. Other companies just put a little tiny plastic vent right up there, and then another one on the far end, and that's all they've got for air ventilation, and they don't move nearly the amount of volume of air that we can out of our buildings, and that helps keep it less humidity inside of here, less moisture inside of here, meaning less chance for mold and mildew to grow. All right, now let's talk about the roof trusses. 2x4s, just like our wall studs, pressure treated premium grade. Want you to notice that our roof trusses are a big triangle, and the bottom or the base of the triangle rests on the top of the wall caps. All the way across, it rests on the top of the wall caps. So the base of that roof truss basically acts similar to our floor joists underneath the building to provide lateral stability across the top of the building. So you have lateral stability up top and in the floor joists below. Other companies don't do a triangle roof truss. The base of the roof truss rests on the top of their walls. They use a smaller base and they put it up higher. It saves them money, but our roof trusses provide extra lateral support that theirs do not. So we build a better quality building. All right, now the roof itself is OSB roof decking, as you can clearly see there. On the outside of the roof is the metal. Between the metal outside and that roof decking is a moisture barrier. It's a tar paper. Okay, that's standard for how we do all of our roofs. Now let's talk about the floors. Again, I mentioned that this is LP Smart flooring, which is made out of aspen wood, and it's covered with a durable top that makes it impact resistant and moisture resistant. This is good quality material. We only used to build with plywood only, and then we found this LP Smart product, and we also offer it for a lower price than our plywood buildings, but it's still a very high quality durable product. 5/8 inches thick. It's tongue and groove, so they're all interlocked with one another. The same thing's true for our siding. It's tongue and groove, and they're interlocked with one another as well. Underneath the floor, we use 2x6s for our floor joists. Like our wall studs, they are 16 inches apart, going across down here, 16 inches apart. That's standard for how we do our floors, but they're 2x6s, not 2x4s, all right? You can't get an upgraded 12-inch on-center floor joist. It's called our heavy-duty floor, and we can do that for, there's an upcharge to do that. We'd have to custom build it for you. This one has the standard 16-inch on-center floor joist inside of this building. Okay, underneath the floor joists are the runners, the skids, if you will, if you want to call them that the building comes on. They're big 4x6 runners. They're huge. They're pressure treated also, and they are notched out 1 inch deep all the way across where our floor joist would sit down. So every single one of these runners that runs all the way underneath the building, there's 4 of them, and they're 4x6s. We notch it out 1 inch deep so the floor joist sits down inside of it every 16 inches all the way down. That secures the runners and the floor joists to the floor. That gives you the strong base and foundation for the building. Other companies do not attach their floor joists to their runners like we do. They use a lag bolt or a lag screw. We actually notch out the runners so they sit down in it. So that's a very, very high quality, sturdy base for your floor. I mentioned to you the windows. We got 4 windows in here, the standard walk-in door. This will make a great office or hunting cabin or even a little tiny home. Now, rent to own is easy to do. If you're looking for what's the easiest way to get in this building, the cash price is always the lowest price, but rent to own tends to be the way that a lot of folks want to do it because it helps not take a huge chunk out of your cash flow. We just require 1 payment up front. If you do 2 payments up front, then you get 90 days after the building is delivered before your next payment comes out. So that buys you a little extra time as a grace period. Rent to own is easy. It's no credit check. Everyone who applies gets it. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's really no application process. If you are walking and breathing, you are qualified for our rent to own. Just got to do that 1 month payment up front at a minimum. There are different discounts that apply every month when they change out, sometimes even in the middle of the month. So check out the video description where I'll have the latest pricing on there, or hit my website, which is right here on the screen as well. The latest pricing is there. We also offer military discounts for active duty and retired, and delivery is free within 50 miles of my lot. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, please reach out to me. My number's there. You can call me or text me. Hit me up on my website.